Dementer first, of course. 1-0. Known to be very fond of expansion play, but this very much looks like a one-base play instead. We see a Dust of Appearance early. No Sacrificial Skull. And when we're playing one base versus one base, it's not so much about multitasking and economy management. It's more about creep patterns, creep efficiency, and especially one base micro. And I think there I see life a little bit ahead at the moment. But let's see how this is going to shake out. Got a lot of wisps spread across the map. 1-0 here early on. Very aggressive. Look at that. Level 1 DK aggression with skellies and ghouls. Looking for some archer kills. Looking for some wisp kills. That's why we got the early Dust of Appearance here as well. And now Labby's gonna have to juggle. Not Labby. Life gonna have to juggle lots of different things. One wisp over here. Trying to save into a Hunter's Hall. Wisps over here. Archers in trouble. Very stressful. And that's gonna be definitely some wisps going down. Only a single ghoul lost so far. Hunter's Hall gonna be falling as well. The wisp inside might be dead. And that's level 2. Good little attack. That's the danger when you're spreading out the wisps like that. Sometimes having them all in the main base and then fighting the ghouls in the main base where they're all together where you can use immolation can make for a better defense. Seems like Life here didn't defend this quite perfectly. And that's going to slow down tier 3 by a significant amount. So we got 2 wisps here. Hunter's Hall over here. Ooh. Only 3 lumber wisps left, actually. Yikes. That's not great. Life will try to rely on a strong Demon Hunter. Having the ring already is very good for him. Double rings. And 1-0 looking for another Creepjack. Lots of mana being used up here by both players. It's time for a Naga? Oh, really? Naga second, okay. Aggressive approach. I feel like this is something we don't see much from 1-0, but more from Happy. Creeping up the natural. 1-0 is rushing tier 3 indeed. Oh, going for a shredder. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. Lumber is low. He doesn't want to make those wisps. All those wisps. He may still have to make some, though. He has to make Ancients of War and Moonwells.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's the Naga second. Demon Hunter in the main base. Killing a ghoul here would be great. That would be level 3 for him. But now he's going to staff away.
A player's forces are under attack.
Another stat item for the Demon Hunter. Pretty much everything you find here is good. These claws going to be given to the Naga. DK level up timing here, not that amazing. Items on the Naga are alright. And the tech timing, of course, heavily in favor of the Undead here. Oh, that's going to be one more kill, but still totally manageable losses. Or is it a kill? Oh, maybe not. I think only a single ghoul went down so far. One ghoul traded for one archer. So that was fairly even, but of course all those wisp losses, those seem to point towards the undead here having the lead heading to tier 3. These archers actually nicely saved. Quite a bit of damage on this Naga here, but with the boots, she should be able to get away. Mana burn the statue being a bit annoying. But mana burning the first statue normally doesn't matter. Because, you know, when you get Destroyer form, you morph the first statue. Doesn't matter how much mana it has. Naga here looking a bit under-leveled. That seems to be a slight concern for life. I wonder if he's going to be able to fight with the Shredder when the push comes. Only has one wisp left, by the way. 2 wisps, actually. Good saves on these ghouls. Looking for the item. Who's gonna get it? Demon picks it up. Oh, the health stone is amazing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Also pretty clean creeping here. No ghouls lost there. We have a sacrificial skull, the Lich. Wait.
Forces are under attack.
Did he want to put that down at the expo? Maybe. Because there is now an expansion attempt coming for the undead. Demon Hunter finding a Ring of Regen. That's okay. Amazing in the early game. Maybe not so much in the late game. Needs to pick up the orb. And make some units. Saw the bears already. Doesn't have the orb yet. Oh, the shot is going to go down very quickly here. It seems like life is not really ready yet. He's surrounding the Naga. This game is looking too easy for 1-2-0. Great Ancient of War timing. Might be able to stop that expansion. But that Naga will be falling, won't she? That's GG. Very early 1-0 for 1-0. Quick and easy, this one. If you can manage a level 3 Naga by the time the undead push arrives, that Fog Lightning is super strong against the ghouls. I would say that's very rare though, right? How often do we really see a Naga getting level 3? You don't have much time by the time you pick up the Naga to the time that the push arrives, which as we know is about 9 minutes 30, roughly, depending on the build. Rarely do we see really that level 3 being hit, but maybe you can get to like level 2, level 2.5, get some kills, then get level 3. Hero levels might be the most determining factor in this matchup. Crucially important for both sides. Hero levels and items.
Players' forces are under attack.
Good items to start things out with here for the Demon Hunter. Doesn't get a Ring of Protection for himself, but he gets great items indeed for the Naga. Again, we have a lot of wisps spread out across the map. It's great for vision. But as we saw earlier, if you lose too many of them in the early game, that really, really hurts your tier 3 timing. DK also great items here. These are going to be wonderful for the Lich or Naga. passive play so far by Life. Normally we see most level 2 Demon Hunters harassing the Death Knight. Slowing down his creeping. Ooh, look at 1-0. Trying to expand on the way to tier 2. We have lots of Wisps out on the map, but no Wisp right here. Wisp right here might be the most important to spot for something like that. The Wisps seem to be the biggest issue so far for our Night Elf player. Wisp positioning, Wisp losses, and Wisp scouting. Now he's got a Wisp moving. Ideally, though, you want to be in a position here to harass, but 1-0 nicely realizing, well, you're not harassing me with a Demon Hunter. You must be off creeping somewhere. Alright, I take it. I creep this with ease. Now it is known, but look at the DK. He's already level 3. Full mana. Demon Hunter can't stop this. There's no way. Or can he? DK getting a lot of experience here. A lot of items.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, those coils hurt. I think Life has to go for a counter expansion here. He spent so much gold on items. I think Life is not properly scouting and spending his resources. I think there should have been a Wisp over here earlier to see this happening. And depending on when you see it, you can creep this camp fine. But if you creep it, don't buy boots. And instead go for an earlier counter expo. The boots, though, do help in finding some kills now. Oh, archers committing for the expo cancel. This is going to be some archers going down for sure. Double Naga in the middle. This Naga is certainly going to fall. But it is a successful cancel, especially with the Demon Hunter showing up. Death Knight still looking very strong with that level 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
But at some point the expo is going to finish. There's no way this can be stopped forever. Life has to start thinking about a counter expansion. And 1-0 knows exactly where to look for the next creep jack. Could be easy lasted steal here. Yep, that's one. Demon Hunter still not level 3. Oh, he's trying to go for the AP all in, but great scout by 1-0. Yeah, I'd say Life is just not properly countering these strategies here so far. Well, game 1, there was just a scouting mistake. Excuse me, game 2, scouting mistake. Game 1, too many Wisps lost.
A player's forces are under attack.
Life with some small mistakes here, being heavily punished. Not quite the top shape that we've seen from him lately. Yeah, Demon not being level 3 for this long is definitely painful. It's gonna be more archers falling. The Dryads now make the Night Elf army certainly a lot better against ghouls. But we got a Spirit Tower here already coming up. Statue is going to be huge. Life now trying to catch the reinforcements. Oh, Demon Hunter very hurt. Oh. Oh, man. A couple more shots there, and he falls. Both players playing it on the edge. We got the shop finishing just in time. We got a staff first. No potion yet, but I'm sure that will come as well. But now the demon out of the fight, and now the statue here for healing is so damn good. 1-0 could even fall back a bit further towards those towers, where the Dryads would have no chance. Life is trying to go tier 3. One to 0 now with all advantages on his side. Also, he has reached tier 3 first with an expo. Life just misreading this game completely. And yeah, it was kind of weird. Remember, in the early game, he had wisps like here, 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 here. So many wisps out on the map, but not here, which is the most important position to scout for. If you're playing passive, not being, you know, if you're not pressuring the opponent, then you have to look for if he's expanding. We have a 6th Acolyte here. That is looking a little suspicious. Double Sacrificial Skull. Demon Hunter could be trying to get aggressive. Has to run a long way, though. Immolation first, then, is what we're expecting. Normally what Night Elves like to do is be aggressive with the Demon Hunter, try to annoy, make it hard to expand, and then counter expo. Oh. Getting that ghoul maybe. The micro here again, not that great. Life in better shape, gets that kill away earlier, and that's an easy creep camp now.
Players' forces are under attack.
This is again not the cleanest start, to be honest.
Town is under siege.
That's, by the way, why many Night Elves, they creep the green camp here first. Creep the green camp, pick up the item right away. You're more in the middle of the map. If the undead is going for the fast expo, you head on over there. The great thing about creeping the green camp first also is you can eat through the trees, go for the merc camp after. I feel like that's not the best creep route by Mr. Life here. Ones are not even expanding yet. Oh, this is very annoying. Losing Moonwell is very painful for the Night Elf. This is the healing source.
A player's forces are under attack.
Normally the Demon Hunter is going to have to staff home. Good thing is, if he kills the Acolyte here, he's going to get level 2. Also, Immolation running, doing absolutely nothing. Wasting a lot of mana here. Well, not a lot, but wasting some. Got the level 2 at least. Item can be stolen.
A player's forces are under attack.
No counter expo for a long time. Night Elves have gotten really good at counter expanding on tier 1 lately. But I think for this was just the wrong creep route. Like I said, he should have crept this green camp first and then pick up the item, go to harass, buy time, expand. Oh, and locks in the surround. 1-0. Looking good. I've been harping a lot on life. I don't just want to sound like a negative Nancy. I would say certainly there were quite a few moves where life could have done better, but also 1-0 is playing this well. It's a good showing by 1-0 so far today. If he manages to cancel the Tree of Life up here, he's going to be very far ahead. It's a bit of a later haunted, but the timing should still be fine. And let's not forget about the items. Demon Hunter so far has basically no items, only the ones he purchased. Lost the TP already, and this is fantastic items for the Lich later. With the Death Knight close to level 3 already. Now the tech for 120. He's scouting with the acolytes, by the way. 120 scouting in many corners. He knows that there's a danger, possibly, of AP all-ins. Big invo potion, here we go. That's finally a great item for the demon. But this might be level 3 Death Knight. Again, great timing on the level 3, just like last map. Ring of Protection, not that good, but can't complain after those previous great items. One to 0 heading north. Smelling a creep jack potential here at the gold mine. Life wants to creep it early. He's going to take some damage with immolation though. And his army, I guess it should be quite manageable. Didn't go for a berserker, by the way, because he apparently didn't have enough resources. Death Knight shows up. Should be able to get one coil kill here easily. But there's not really many units over here. The ghouls are in the main base, believe it or not. We have a tier 3 rush, which surprises me. I would have expected more dryads here on tier 2. Maybe wants to have the bears out earlier for rejuve, for more creeping. Demon hits the level 3 at last. Big level up there. And importantly, the Tree of Life did finish. Under tier 3, still far away, so there's lots of time for Life to get his economy properly running.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, look at those skellies being annoying. Standing in the way. Second hero for 1 to 0, of course, coming out a lot later. Look at the skelly. Nice little delay here. What's that, like 30 seconds at least? Demon, why are you running up here, bro? What?
A player's forces are under attack.
Again, a bit of inefficiency. Nothing big, but Life in peak shape doesn't have those moments. Every move works. Every, you know, every expedition makes sense. Leads to a result. Robo the Magi, great item for the Naga. It looks like we're gonna have strong heroes this game to work with for Life. That's of course good news for him. Level 4-3 should be certainly achieved by the time the big push rolls around. Supply is still even at the moment, but probably 1 to 0 gonna pull ahead soon. Oh, Creepjack time. Item steal here would be absolutely huge, and some ghoul kills of course would be great to get. Who's gonna get the item here? Last hit to the undead and the item as well. Quel'Thala's boots. Oh man, Demon would have loved to have those.
A player's forces are under attack.
One ghoul goes down. Doesn't get anything more. Good escape by 1 to 0. Again, doing this well. Nova on the Demon Hunter. He's got the Invo Potion here. I wonder if he's willing to use it. Mana pot, coil. Ah, got the burrow early. There's one more coil. Dryad here has to be pulled back, and 1 to 0 holding well. But the bears now are huge. Rejuve. He used both rejuves on the same Demon Hunter. That doesn't stack.
A player's forces are
That's one rejuve wasted. And for this moment, it's actually a big mistake. You could have healed this Dryad fully. It's not a huge mistake again, but it's again a mistake. It's a lot of mistakes today by Life. Okay, level 3 Naga. That's a good level up. Big heal potion is great. Oh, going for the hero kill here. There's a healed scroll. Didn't use it. Maybe that could have saved the hero. Good burrows, but that one a little bit too late. Okay, Life seemingly starting to take the reins in this game, even if it wasn't the perfect game so far. goes for a dust here. 2 Fiend kills would be huge to get.
A player's forces are under attack.
Also, there should be 1 Dryad over here to slow down a Fiend. It's lots of little things. I'm sorry if I'm sounding nitpicky here. I don't want to be negative or whatever. But I gotta be honest, I'm a bit disappointed. This is not the same life that we've seen lately against Happy. This is a lot more mistakes. Oh, now also 1-0 making some mistakes. That is 1, maybe 2 easy Fiend kills. Now we get a level 4-3. Yeah, life now very, very far ahead. Big army. Good economy. Just no upgrades yet. Would love to see a Shredder here for life. Getting high upgrades. Has huge value for the Night Elf army. In retrospect now, we can say that 1-0 is being too aggressive. He defended this first push well, but then going out, that cost him. Could have fallen back, creep more passively, wait for tier 3 and all that. We got a spell shield over here. Really good for the Demon Hunter. Gonna block a coil or a Nova every 40 seconds. And there's no way to trigger it for the Undead. Sometimes, though, you run out of inventory space. Already, we got 6 slotted Night Elf heroes. Up here, we got the Pendant of Mana. Paired with a Mana Potion that can be amazing. Of course, against Mana Burn, not always very reliable. TP on home. This Undead army isn't looking very strong. We got hardly any Fiends here. Also, not too many towers to be concerned about. Ooh, nice save on the bear, even without a staff. That one makes it back. Got the rejuve. Got the double rejuve. Oh, big reinforcements here, though. 2 A-bombs, 2 Fiends coming in. Ooh, Destroyer goes down. That was the only one in the air at the moment. Another one being morphed. Disease Cloud now kicking in. It's going to be especially noticeable on the Dryads. And 1-0 does hold here with the reinforcements, with the Blight and the towers. Don't want to overstay your welcome here as the Night Elf.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nighttime soon to be over. That is when Disease Cloud especially becomes painful. Oh, is he going for Sappers maybe? This could be a good time for Sappers. Boom, Sapper here could go for a double kill. Didn't go for it. Lots of gold on life, by the way. Mining for a long time. Hasn't really been losing too much. And the Dryads fighting against reinforcements here. Even getting a Fiend kill. Having a wagon would be so sick. There's the wagon. I love 1 wagon in the Undead army. Not sure how I feel about these A-bombs here. Yeah. Lots of A-bombs means not many Fiends. And of course the Fiends are upgraded. The A-bombs are not. Lich level 3. Alright, that's a big level up, but normally we're expecting another 3rd hero, especially on a big map like this, on Twisted Meadows. There's so many creeps to go around, also so many items to share. Normally, a 3rd hero Naga is so strong on this map. I feel like there's a bit too heavy on A-bombs and a bit too light on heroes, if you ask me. Demon feeling strong in the middle of the undead army. Didn't get nuked so far. Spell shield is on the Naga, by the way. Also can protect her nicely. So far it has had no use. Oh, there's the guy again. Doing some good damage. Siege against the Dryads. TP out now. Only... Oh, even saving that Fiend. Well done. This was a great exchange for 1-0. Life really, really has to put a Wisp at the lab to get reveal against the Burrow. Also, a Shredder would be great. Upgrades have to be a priority. Why isn't he going to the lab? He's got 3 bases. You need a Shredder here. 1-0 going up to a third. Are we seeing the game turning at the moment? Perhaps. A-Bomb now also with an armor upgrade. Gonna be a tough front line to chew through.
A town is under siege.
Wisp Scout. But the Knight of Army is far away. I doubt he can do anything about this at the moment. Death Knight gonna hit level 3 right here. So strange to see a game on Twisted so long. With no triple hero on the undead. Okay, is it time for a Shredder finally? Cancel a bear and make a Shredder, maybe? No? Okay. Rune Bracers. Okay, whoa. That's a great item. Even without Shredder, the upgrades are actually looking good on life. He's about to finish 2-2. Monsters expanding everywhere. Nova on the demon. Rune Bracers, though, we're helping out already. Bear front line seems to be disappearing faster than the A-Bomb front line for now. Demon Hunter still lacking that level 5, although he seems to be getting a little bit closer. Naga, big Fog Lightning here. She got level 5 already. Now, most heroes on level 5. Only the Lich lacking a bit behind. Dryads untouched for a long time. That's the downside of, again, having low Fiends. You don't have lots of piercing damage against the Dryads. But the A-Bomb's still here. Oh, Lich low HP! And will go down here. The coil a bit too late. So this fight in the end certainly going the Night Elves' way. 1-0 though, working on 4 bases. One Wisp over here, please. Shredder, please. He's got so much gold. Life has so much gold. But no lumber. Ah! Why is there no lumber? Why is there no Shredder? Dryads are quite hurt. The good thing is, Life can easily afford heal scrolls with all this gold of his. Quite a few herd units over here. The Dryad slow, making retreating difficult. Another Fiend and Destroyer will fall. And at this rate, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a level 6 Demon Hunter. At some point. I don't see this game ending too soon. Oh, look at that. Like that. 2 bears down here, shaved off, taking care of this expansion. Alright, good save this time. We've seen lots of Fiend kills this game. Not on that one. Why are you making Wisps, bro? You're on 3 bases. I can't believe there's no Shredder. I can't believe he doesn't have a Shredder. How does he not have a Shredder? Ah! Oh, and peekaboo. Guess what I found? And that expo. Honestly, this one hasn't even paid off too much yet. TP. Oh my god, almost too late. And a desync. Ah, shit. We have the restream over here. We didn't miss much. We got... Oh, we did miss the Naga kill, though. Naga went down, despite having the spell shield. What the hell? How did that happen? We're about to have all 4 heroes in level 6. Only the Lich right now, lacking behind, but he's going to be there very soon. Well, I guess in the end, Life is managing his resources better now. No longer such a huge gold surplus and no lumber. Life's still looking favorite. Even with the Naga having died, she's going to be back in a moment. Metamorph is ready. And there's more supply and more gold. And for the time being, higher hero levels. Oh, eats the Fiend for the Nova. Oh, that's 5 Wisp kills. That's very nice. That was level 6. No ult, of course, for the Lich, because the ult is garbage. We've been seeing lots of undeads lately going for the Death Knight ult. Death Knight ult got a lot better recently. The great thing about Death Knight ult also is it's 125 mana. So you can perfectly, at 0 mana, pop the potion, use the ult. And nowadays, the ult, the units you raise can use their abilities. So bears can use rejuve, dryads can use slow poison and all that. And also the units aren't invulnerable anymore, which is actually a buff, not a nerf, because then they can absorb shots from the enemy army. At the moment we have 3 mining bases for the Night Elf versus 1 mining base for 120. It looks like the walls are closing in around 120 right now. There's the Metamorph! Full power now on the Demon Hunter. Eats the A-bomb. Lots of mana. Death Knight out of mana, but he's got the mana potions. Ooh, big dash with the Fog Lightning. All those fiends hurt immediately. Big mana burns, of course, as well. And those bears shaved off. Always cool. Threatening the Acolytes, threatening the expansion. Tons of damage from the Demon Hunter here. 22,000 damage on the Demon. Kill on the Death Knight, and that looks to be game. Life doesn't even have that much gold, considering how many bases he's been on for so long. I guess he did end up having quite a few losses in the end. Staff out on the Demon Hunter. We're nearing level 7, but that is GG for map 3. Life getting on the board finally. Trying with the Acolyte pull here. Not really a big success. Demon Hunter gets the item right away, and he is heading towards the enemy expansion. This immolation play has looked very, very successful lately. Can't really stop the expo, of course, if the other does it well, but it can delay it by a lot. Force attention over there for a long time. I would like to see... Wait.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wait, the overlay's bugged. What? The overlay bugged in the middle of the game. What the hell? Okay. You know what? Shit. What is going on? It's early in the game. We're going to fast forward. It sucks not to have the overlay. But it worked at the start of the game, and then it bugged. What the hell? We're having a little bit of technical difficulties on a few fronts these days, aren't we? Sorry about that, chat. Is it Remedium has left the game? Wait, is that the cause? No way. Yeah, I was in the lobby first, but it was lagging, so I had to leave. If that is the cause, that would be weird. Is that the cause?
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't think so. No, it seems to be working now, right? Yeah, it's working now. Okay. Alright. Fast forwarding a bit here. We saw this bit already. So, here's the important part. Demon is showing up with the immolation. Acolyte killed. Lots of ghouls have to be brought here from the main base. Another Acolyte killed. That's huge. Level 2. Mana burn. Oh my god. This is a terrible start for 1-2-0. And this is what I'm talking about. I feel like Life got really good at counter fast expo play. Oh my. Oh my lord. 1-0 here with a bit of a sloppy game. Losing too much to this Demon Hunter. It's hard to defend this perfectly, but you can defend this perfectly. If you practice it well. Archer here wants to block the Acolyte. Didn't quite manage. But the Demon can pick up the item quickly regardless. So, what do we have over here? Oh, we do have Double Skull. That's what the Wisp here is supposed to look for. Didn't look. But the Demon seems to know regardless. Got the Ring of Protection. Wants to be creeping cleanly here with the Archer. And that seems to be working out well. Boom. Got the experience. Wait, what? He's not harassing the creep. That's a big mistake. That's a huge mistake. He gets level 2, but now 2 of the creeps are already dead. Now the camp is easy. As long as the counter Tree of Life comes up, then it's all fine. But this was 0 ghoul losses, 0 acolyte losses. Compare this to the previous map. When the Demon Hunter is there immediately when the creep starts, he can make it so hard for the undead. I'm sorry to be that guy, chat, but that is straight up another big mistake by Life today.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the Tree of Life might be cancelled. DK doesn't have level 2 though, so without Aura this is a little bit harder to manage. Immolation, good damage. Should TP out and leave the archers behind if he has to TP. Oh, actually he fights out. That's pretty well done. There should be wisps here for the detonate. There's one. Okay, good detonate here. Demon Hunter back to the Moonwells, healing up, has to return quickly. Okay, it is disaster averted. The Tree of Life does finish, so it's still all fine. It was a mistake on the Demon Hunter early game, but it's okay. No coil at the moment on the DK. About to get one though. Double ring for the demon is nice. Nice invis play. I like that. Abusing the fact that there's no dust yet here for a long time. Tree of Eternity slowly walking over. But Death Knight about to unlock level 2 here, getting the trappers. But the demon now should be able to get back to full HP. I almost feel like he's trying to taunt me with all these mistakes today. Demon Hunter doesn't drink from the last Moonwell, so now he's still a little low HP. Maybe he's just making all these mistakes today to annoy me. Who knows? But the demon now is feeling a lot stronger. Got the double rings, got the boots, finally. Getting close to level 3. And about 6 minutes 30, the expo should start to mine. That's a good timing. Oh, demon actually got surrounded here. TP home. Hey, now he realizes there's the Moonwell here.
Town is under siege.
Good cancel right here. Ghouls finding the target. That's going to slow down the mining by at least half a minute. Life needs to have a wisp at the tavern. Nice, he does. There's the Naga right away. That's a good delay right here. It's like a minute roughly. Oh, he's going for the big kill. Trying to get the Death Knight here. Can't quite though. And very good escape. All the ghouls get away for 1-0. That was a huge move. Oh, he's trying to go for the cancel again. Look at that. He's going to get it again. Damn. That's a huge, huge delay on this expansion here. Life really wants that kill with the Wisp block. Is he gonna get it? Oh, he does! Okay. All of a sudden, danger at the expo. Ghouls could still stick around here, though. Maybe this does favor 1-0 in the end. There's still no entangled. When the Dryads come out, they can deal with the Ghouls, but look how long this is taking. This is insane. Demon Hunter level 3, staff to the expo. Finally! That's gonna be enough. And some bonus experience here. Naga second for 1-0. That's very unusual with a vast expansion. Normally it's always a Lich here. Tier 3 now starting. So, Tier 3 has begun. So, it should be around 4 minutes until the Frenzy Destroyer timing is ready. How strong is life gonna look at 12 minutes game time? When you're feeling strong on the map and you have map control, you love to take these two camps in the middle. But life first, creeping his Merc camp. It's gonna be a high level Naga here. She's gonna be level 3 pretty soon. Demon Hunter can also go for lots of plays with the Staff of Teleportation. That's really cool. Can hunt for some ghouls here. Oh, good saves for 1-0. Very good saves. Hiding behind the wall where the demon can't get in. Okay, okay. Some nice moves. Great item here as well. The Lion Horn. More armor for everybody.
Players' forces are under attack.
Have you played Battleships Pro? It's a very random question from the chat. Is that like a Warcraft 3 fun map, or is that just a totally different game? In either case, no, I haven't. I'm thinking of this fun map called Battle Tanks. That was really cool back in the day. I used to play that a little bit on Battle.net. Yeah, I think they used to have the same thing for naval warfare. Battleships and battle tanks, I think they used to have. I only played battle tanks. Battle tanks was the shit. When was it? Like half a year ago? I think I heard and saw on Twitch streams that the maker of battleships, or battle tanks, whatever, I think it was battleships, made his own game called Eer0. I think I saw Criparian play it. Or Crip, whatever. Looked kind of cool. Do you play Warcraft 3 these days, Remo? I haven't in a while, but I always feel like I have to start playing again. Claws plus 12. Ooh, that's huge for the Naga. I think it flopped. Eer0. That's a shame, man. I wonder what it's like working in the games industry, by the way. As a game developer, it does seem like 70 to 80% of games straight up flop, right? Or is it even more? I wonder if there's a reliable answer that you can Google for. How many games turn a profit? You know? It seems so cruel, you know? Some games are such huge successes. They make so much money, especially for the investment that was put forth. But many, many games end up not making a profit at all. Oh, the Naga here in a tough position. The Naga might be dead. Uh-oh, Demon, where are you? He was staffed out. Not staffing in time. Oh, and the Demon arrives too late. Oh my god, that's a deadly Creepjack. Deadly Creepjack up here in the corner. This game was a great position here until this moment. One Creepjack, sometimes all it takes. To be honest, running around with a TP is very risky and probably just a mistake. Life had lots of gold for a long time. He could have easily afforded a TP. TP here would have saved his life, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's just everything. RIP! Easy kill on the Naga. Demon there way too late. Went for a bottom. Man, life would have been in such a good late game position. If only, if only. He had a TP. Look how strong the Demon is. Level 5, good items. Waiting for the Naga to return, but it's taking forever, dude. Still a minute. At some point, the Demon Hunter is going to run out of healing. And I'm sorry, chat, but I have to say it. There was another sloppy moment by life today. One of numerous. Life is buying time here pretty well for the Naga, but it looks like the Tree of Life is about to fall. The repair too late. Or is it? Or is it? Hold up. I mean, it's a 30 supply lead. It is looking pretty over. Trying to kill the Death Knight here. Doesn't quite have the damage. Bottom, of course. Easy kill. Easy game now for 1-0. That's the game that you love to play when you're playing as the undead. You see, I'm up by 30 supply. Nice. I can reduce my APM by 50% here. Take it easy. Can still win this game. But you don't want to take it too easy. Because I always felt like when you're playing a ladder game, the most frustrating games are when you're super far ahead. You know you're about to win this. And then you take it easy. And you lean back. And you don't try hard anymore. Then you make mistakes. You give your opponent a way back into the game, and you know that you should have won that game, and you would have if only you played your normal, decent level. But you lost because you made stupid mistakes. And that was the same here for life. Running around without a TP? Holy shit, man. Did I go once or twice? Wait a minute. I went once, right? Did I go twice? I feel like I'm having Alzheimer's right now. I certainly went once, but I wasn't invited, didn't have to pay, blah blah. You know what? Yes. Yes. If you can afford it, at least once going there, having the experience. I think it's cool to be there. Some people say it's not that exciting anymore, but to at least be there once, absolutely. And especially if you enjoy multiple Blizzard games, then definitely. Nice detonate here. Next Nova. Oh, he's dead.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dude. Level 1 Nova is 105 damage on heroes. What the hell, life? What? That's a very, very bad start. Very, very, very bad. Whether Life wanted to play Counter Expo or All In, it doesn't matter. This is really bad. Normally the Demon Hunter always gets a big experience lead. And that's what keeps the game even against this super fast Undead Expo. We found some good items for the Naga at least.
The town is under siege.
This is a weird looking base as well, by the way. What is this?
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Life gonna have to pull a rabbit out of the hat to win this one. Oh, losing the Ancient of War here would not be great. Again, if you want to creep or be aggressive here, that Ancient of War is important. What? Doesn't kill it? You should kill it. We got the level 2, got the Frost Armor. Alright, there goes the Ancient of War. I think this game's over. I think this game is GG.
A player's forces are under attack.
Finds the APs as well. Yeah. Let's go Shattered Exile is what I say. I think Life made some sloppy mistakes on almost every single map, right? Was there a very solid map by him? I don't think so. Ghouls even in the main base shows you how amazing this early game has been for the Undead. Normally, you don't have the space to go for lore cancels, and I guess he might not, he in fact does not get the lore cancels in the end, but the fact that he got close already isn't a good sign. Lots of defensive tower support here. Would love to see a crypt maybe in front to protect the towers.
Is under siege.
It is not easy to perfectly counter this middle expansion play, but it is supposed to be easy to take control early and not lose your Demon Hunter in the early game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ghouls in the main base. Pretty annoying. Alright, Life looking for his openings here. Forcing some more towers in the main base. Maybe he can get some Acolyte kills.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Lich now low mana for a long time, thanks to the mana burn, and thanks to having to spam the Frost Armor here. Good ghoul saves. Ooh, when he finds the surround. The TP gonna have to be triggered. The ghoul? No way. Damn! Very good saves here by 120. This one goes down though, and that's level 3 finally for the demon. But yeah, 120 definitely playing this map a lot better than Life.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm still looking for his kills here. The Dryads are a very strong power spike for him right now. Especially against ghouls. Super good. Might have some trouble later against fiends. We'll see about that.
A player's forces are under attack.
1-0 on the way to tier 3. Life is just going for a bear. Tier 3 timing now. No counter expo, no APs. Is he hoping to break the expansion here with bears? He's gonna need a sapper. Well, he is going to the lab. 1-0 right now should have alarm bells going off in his head. If you see the Night Elf going to the lab, you have to be thinking about sapper if you have towers set up like this. Okay, if he goes for a sapper, he has a chance to break the expo. But 1-0 should be aware. Should be very aware. He's scouting a lot here with Skellies. It looks like he's aware. Under-hero levels so far very weak. Finally we have the Dryad D-Spool. Okay, there's no sapper by the way. There's nothing at the lab either. And maybe the rejuvenation can be good enough. He's going for Wand of Negation. Oh, that's sick. Wand of Negation to have Dispel against the Rejuve. Death Knight here looking pretty killable. Waiting with that potion for the last moment. Let's replenish. 1-0 trying to buy as much time as he can. He's got lots of gold still. Not really using all of his production buildings. Waiting for tier 3. It's about to be done. Really needs an orb of corruption as well. I would love to get Frenzy.
A player's forces are under attack.
I wonder if he's not fighting a bit too early here. Night Elf army is still a lot stronger in the open field. Even without an orb. Got another slaughterhouse being made in the back. The aggressive shop was punished, by the way, for once. If the shop was safer in the back, the Cheer could have gone for an orb. Oh, there's a destroyer form in this. I think you want to repair this, don't you? But is Life gonna win this game? He's counter-expanding, by the way. Misclick on the repair. Whoops. Why are you not producing 1-0? What is going on? Dude, I feel like both players are a little bit drunk today. A little tipsy. They had maybe like 4 or 5 beers, you know? They got a little bit of a buzz going on. Not everything's super sharp. This is the tipsy cup today. Very good levels on the Night Elf side here. We're gonna have 4-3 soon. 1-0 definitely has a lot to catch up on. Okay, big creeps here though in the middle. That's one of the coolest things about the expansion for Undead, playing it here in the center. These 2 camps are very easy to get, very hard for the Night Elf to mess with. Bartholas boots though, very bad. Those likely to be sold. One-0 now finally building the big army. 2-0 upgrades already. May have to TP back. Demanter solo creeping over here. Getting ready for that counter expo. Double Quadvilas boots. Lol. That is very unlucky. We got A-bombs and disease coming out. Dude, I saw 1-0 playing some games. This was just about a month ago. And I love to see him include meat wagons. Now he is just absolutely ignoring the meat wagons. Just going A-bombs. I do appreciate some A-bombs, but how about 2 A-bombs and a wagon? Wouldn't that be nice? On Twisted Meadows, I feel like his biggest issue was not having a 3rd hero Naga in the end game. Looks like again, he is skipping the Naga. Okay, Life now finally coming fully awake. He's had good movement here. He's had good fights so far here in this late game. Early game and mid game were again a bit questionable. Lich level 4. Lots of mana potential. And the race level 5 is on. A-bomb's taking a lot of damage. Same goes for the bears. If the front lines disappear and it's Fiends versus Dryads, normally that is not great news for the Night Elf. Item. And assets seem to be going to 1-0 here. Medallion of Courage, very good. We got the dust ready. The burrow right now, not too effective. Is he really gonna keep those Quel'Thalas boots? Just for a bit more armor. That is so much gold if he sells them. Okay, sells 1. Okay, there we go. Sells both boots. Oh no, it's the desync again. We didn't miss too much. We got 5-4 heroes versus 5-4 heroes. 1-0 is way up in supply though. Okay. Looks like 1-0 is pulling away now with this game. Yep, we're seeing the GG in the end, and that is 4-2. Here we go. We're on Float TV. We are in the game, And we have a fast expansion. Team Hunter this time being very aggressive. Slowing down the DK progress, slowing down the expansion. Do we see the fast Tree of Life? Normally we do. Oh, Team Hunter also pretty hurt. Oh, gets to level 2 though with that kill. No Tree of Life yet. He's teching first. Oh, really? Okay. I thought Night Elves always went for the counter expansion these days. That's been looking so strong.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, nice play. Team Hunter knows there's hurt ghouls in the main base. The DK is a little bit too strong to fight right now, health-wise. Okay, actually, it might maybe it was a bit of a waste of time. It's gonna take forever now to get back to the Moonwells. Nate Dog with the resub, thank you. I would assume that 1-0 is expecting a counter expansion here. Somewhere. Oh, we got the assassin. Very, very good against ghouls. And in general, very strong in the early game. That's not a Tree of Life. That's just a Hunter's Hall.
Player's forces are under attack.
Some ghouls being exchanged for archers here. Don't want to lose that assassin. That's a very important unit. Couple of ghoul kills here. I think getting up to 3 ghoul kills. But 1-0 sees no counter expo, and that's good news for him. It's great news. Oh, if the demon gets both ghouls, that's quite nice. 1-0. Separating them, that's good. Demon only gets the 1 here. We get the tier 2 finished. The Naga joining. Life could still expand on tier 2, perhaps even expand on tier 3. Although on tier 3 it would be very late. Here's the Wisp. Looks like it's going to be a tier 2 counter expo with a strong looking Demon Hunter here. Gonna get the level 3 from this camp. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe needs a little bit more. Periapt, good item as well. I think protecting this expansion is very important now. If this expo gets cancelled, Life's gonna be in serious trouble. But he finds the undead here. This is really good. Now Life can force a fight. Keep the undead army busy. Oh, last hit. Not being stolen. What about the DK? Uh-oh. If he just runs after him with immolation here, maybe he can kill him. Doesn't get him. Ooh, it was a scary moment here for 1-2-0. The ghouls are certainly in trouble. There is a dust. Nice little return kill. Gets a level 3 from it. But it's a lot of ghoul kills now in the end. 3-2 level ups. Really nice. And now the Tree of Life. Well, it's not done yet, but it is going to be finishing. And all those kills do add up over time. Oh wait, the overlay I should be flipping. There we go.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'd say Life here has the lead. Counter expansion, of course, a little bit later, having teched first, but still a decent timing and keeping the game even with all those kills. Sees the DK as well on the way, continuously making sure he's low HP and low mana. And the demon looking pretty well equipped. Got the Periapt and the ring and the claws, that's all good. and the Ancient of War in position at the next camp. Very good Ancient of War efficiency here. From lab to gold mine to lab.
A player's forces are under attack.
Another ring. Very nice. You love to have double ring on the demon. Going for a shredder as well. Life is really looking really good on the macro side here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Looks like our final map is gonna have to be a restream again, guys. I'm sorry. I know this sucks. But there's no real other way for us right now. So, Demon kept creeping. Scourge Bone Chimes, pretty nice. Double level 3 heroes, very, very good. And the supply is quite even. Quite even indeed. Tier 3 ahead for the Night Elf. Yeah, this is a perfect position. I feel like Life's strongest strategy, and maybe Night Elf's strongest strategy right now, is counter expansion. Kind of crazy. Undead Fast Expo seemed to be so overwhelming for so long, but I feel like the counter expansion has been developed into a very strong strategy by now. By the top Night Elves, especially Life. Life could make a third map win happen here if he plays out this game well. I mean, it's still a fairly even game. Life certainly has the lead, but it's not a huge, huge lead. Could still make the third win here in this series. After what was honestly a rather weak day by him. This was far from his best performance. DK very close to 4. It's going to be a big level up also for him. By the way, 1-0, he's shown this now a number of times. Playing dual hero. Maybe he's experimenting, trying to see how reliable that is, how viable it can be late game against Night Elf. I gotta say, I don't feel like this is the best way to approach it. I would say third hero is more reliable, more promising. And yeah, if he doesn't have a Naga now, I doubt he's going to be going for a Naga after. And why not go Naga, by the way? Basically, the choice is, do you want to have a Naga, or do you want to have one more A-bomb? Roughly speaking. One more supply, but whatever. It's a little bit more gold, but on 2 bases you can certainly afford it. Would love to know his rationale behind this. Why he's not going for a Naga. Maybe he's trying to rely on a high-level dual hero. But it's not even like he's trying to make use of the Death Knight Ultimate. I've seen the Death Knight Ultimate in recent times winning a lot of games, especially in happy games. We're creeping up the map. All the big camps are gone, but we still have lots of small green ones. Supply is still quite even, although 1-0 is starting to pull ahead a little bit. 1-0 loves to take these fights around 70, 80 supply, take out lots of bears early, and then have a supply lead, keep the supply lead, keep fighting with a continuous regen from statues. Demon Hunter has some very, very good items. Ruined Bracers and Ring. The slightly annoying thing about Demon Hunter is always you cannot super stack him because he has some items he has to carry. He has to have Staff, has to have Boots, has to have Orb of Venom, and normally also has to have Invuln or another survivability item, in this case Ankh. So you only have 2 slots to give him other items. If he's giga tanky, maybe you don't need that survivability item. If you have something like Khadgar's Gem of Health, maybe. But normally you want to have that safety item in your inventory. Here we go. First big push. First big fight of the game. Bears having a tough time getting in front. Some still being blocked behind the Dryads. The positioning here by Life not ideal. But the Ancient of War is helping to fight. Now the Bears all finally get in front. The base setup here at the Expo is really good. With the shop here and the Moonwells. This is a lot of additional help in this exchange. And ends up being pretty much a wash. One A-bomb going down versus one bear. But some disease was spread. Seeing a third hero for life here with the Potom. Love to see that. It's also another hero who can carry items. Although there's, I guess, not really any more items to go for. Just little green camps with the tomes. Warcraft is trying to set up a third base. So far, Life has prevented this. Would love to see a third base for Life, actually. He's got the Shredder this time, so easily has the Lumber support to fuel all that gold. Working on upgrades as well. I'm liking Life's position quite a lot here. He's going to have triple orb soon. You know what would be cool, I think? Buying a Periapt of Vitality for the Potom, so she's less nukeable. Again. He's got the gold for it, pretty much. Now going for a third. Going for more upgrades. Got the Owl Scout first. Really good in the late game. We do have one wagon now. I'm a big fan of the one wagon. 1-0's army still doesn't look that big, to be honest. It's 2 A-bombs, 5 fiends, 2 destroyers, 1 wagon, 2 statues. It's a good mix of units, I'd say. And maybe he feels the Naga just doesn't fit into this army. Maybe he feels like this is the perfect army to have. And there's no room for the Naga third. So it's triple hero Night Elf versus dual hero Undead. That's exactly the opposite of how we used to see it for all these many years, for the most part. Who was it, by the way, who really started popularizing the Potom third? We've been seeing this now for at least a year. Potom third, mainly to have an orb carrier. Also the aura can be nice. The Owl Scout can actually be very nice. But mainly it's about the orb. Alright, we're in the open battlefield right now. Wait a minute. 1-0 going up to 100 supply with a ton of wagons. He's going up to 5 meat wagons. What the hell? Got crazy upgrades as well, by the way. He's got 3-1 on the fiends, 1-0 on the wagons. Only now going for frenzy, by the way. It looks like Life is trying to stall for more time. He's also trying to go into high upkeep. TPing out once more. No losses, I guess, on the exit, but more damage being taken by the disease cloud. It's still daytime. At daytime, there's no natural HP regen on the Night Elf units. It's a big army for 1-0. Stronger heroes probably on Life, but not quite the same supply. He's getting up to 90 now. 2 more bears in production. 5 meat wagons. Oh, Demon Hunter taking a lot of fire here. Okay, in we go. Disease is absolutely everywhere. The Dryads aren't even participating right now. Demon Hunter, by the way, he didn't heal. Didn't heal from the Moonwells. The Moonjuice in the main might have been gone. There's still some at the expansion. Now he's healing up. Oh my god, dude, the mass wagons. He wins! With the mass wagons, he wins! What is this? 100 supply, 5 wagons. Very interesting. Dual hero, A-Bomb Fiend, Wagon Destroyer, no Naga, and I think that was the game plan. Expand, get to 80, creep the map, be stable, and then go to 100 supply with 5 meat wagons. I think I've never seen that before.